Chapter 1. Know your audience. How important is it to understand and define your audience? Stuart Macadam notes, it's massive. I think if you don't know who your audience is, then you're just going to be sending a bulk message out to anyone and everyone. Getting an audience is hard. Sustaining an audience is hard. It demands a consistency of thought, of purpose, and of action over a long period of time. Bruce Springsteen. As you know, with television advertising and similar broad generic advertising, it's merely a time filler. It's mostly futile in terms of connecting to the people you really want to reach. So I would say that you have to know everything from their age, their interests, what types of content they enjoy, what type of content they consume, and what their typical life looks like. When you know these things, you can start to gain an understanding of what type of materials and content you want to put together for them. Describe someone in your ideal audience using a fictional character. One of the best tools to show who your audience can be is to create these characters, sometimes called a persona. What this means is drawing a word picture of this persona with his or her own characteristics and needs and aspirations. It's a simple yet sophisticated process. You don't need to be very specific when you do it. Background factors are an aid to writing about a persona. You can mention age, culture, interests, and affiliations. 3-minute challenge. Take 3 minutes right now to see in your mind's eyes what one ideal consumer of your content will be. Stop reading and just let your imagination create for the next 180 seconds. Then write down the characteristics of this ideal audience member. Repeat this 3-minute challenge each day for the week ahead, building a set of 7 fictional characters. This will help you create much more specific content, learning to communicate well with your audience characters. You have begun to write for the real audience. No matter how well you know your audience, they will always surprise you and sometimes frustrate you. Getting into social media in a more serious way is not for the faint of heart. But for those willing to risk a little, there can be considerable gain if you feel you helped, encouraged, and enabled others.